Hey, I thought I'd do closers today. I spent about 2 hours trying to get Tales of the Rays working because I'm a Tales fanboy and I wanted to try it despite how much I loathe phone games, and I ended up basically getting nowhere. I mean, I got the game downloaded, but the controller support didn't work, so I need to play something with actual buttons that's not, a shitty phone game. So today, I'm going to first show my progress with Harpy, and then I'm going to do some Nitocris dailies. Now, I got both of these to tier 5. I'm going to attempt to get this one to tier 5 at the end of this video. I also got her Nitocris amplifier to drop, at least one of them anyway. I assume EX Sonic Boom is the one she go for. I'm not exactly sure yet. And then on J, I got a plus 13 again. Also, you notice I have a metric ass ton of money. I went ahead and bought the $50, what is it called? Where is it? This right here, the Nitocris Premium Package. The net worth of this thing is like over $1 billion, and I also spent a bunch of it on myself too, so if you do want to spend money on the game, if you want to whale it up, then this is probably the best possible value right now. They have these loot boxes and stuff, but the chances of getting anywhere near what you spend is in credits is basically slim to none, as far as I'm concerned. So this is probably the best way to go. The plus 13 booster sold for like 490 million or something like that, so it's definitely a pretty good deal. Obviously this month I already paid for all my major projects. I have the two versions of Vesperia and Dragon Mark for Death. I figured rather than spending that money on pizza or something useless, why don't I be a whale for once and just spend it on here? So I actually have a ton of money to work with right now. What I have been doing is I've been trying to blow up one of my spare cores on J, because I spent like 500 million on trying to get his core to plus 14, and after it ended up being down to plus 0, I got it back up to plus 13 again. It's probably a better idea to just spend all that money on an alternate core instead. So I'm going to go ahead and show how Nitocris works. Now, Nitocris can only be done on Contamination level 5 and 6, so you will have to do the sides, you have to do the achievements on the sides here, and then after you finish all those, you'll unlock level 5, and then you can go on and do Nitocris. So this fight is ridiculously easy. I mean, they might as well just give you the gear for logging in at this point. Basically, the fight is normal. She goes into like this Dragon Ball powered up thing, or rather, the Alpha Queen shows up, and she goes into this like Dragon Ball thing here. And at that point, you need to just protect her, and that means just standing on top of the character model, like this. You'll take guaranteed damage. I messed it up. Alright, we can do that again. You need to make sure you have enough health when she starts doing those red line attacks and when the Alpha Queen shows up, because otherwise you won't have enough to survive it. You can heal through it, but that's kind of hard to do on controller because it makes you jump, at least the way I have it currently set up. Alright, so let's try that again. Alright, here we go. And she does a Majin Can or Demon Fang, and that's all. They hype this up so much, and it's like, it's not even anything interesting. You just kind of stand there and you win. I guess from a story perspective, it is kind of cool, because, the Alpha Queen is talked up to be this badass in what little of the story I read, and she doesn't do anything, she's just an NPC. So that aspect of it is cool, but it's a very easy fight. So every time Nitocris is available, I believe she's available, I think 3 times a week You definitely want to go in there. Now, actually, the RNG decided to be nice and gave me another one of these, but I already have one, so it's basically pointless. The sides are actually pretty fun, too. So, I'll go ahead and I'll show one of those. They also talked about an update forecast. Basically, we're not getting by until April, and I think that's because we have basically caught up to Korea at this point. The Korean version is talking about raids and stuff like that, which I question how they will work, because this game is pretty badly optimized when you're in a party. The performance goes down, like, regardless of how strong your computer is. It's like worse than Dynasty Warriors 9. I never thought I'd say that. I mean, that game has really bad optimization too, but this game just... engine just can't seem to handle more than 2 people playing at the same time. But they seem to be in kind of a filler arc right now, kind of like Purification is. Purification is very much a filler arc. This was released before Season 3 was. It was made to be intentionally grindy to kind of buy themselves time. So I know some people are probably going to be disappointed that we're not getting by right away, but I think they'd go a really long time without any characters, because basically there's no other faction announced yet. Basically, the Wild Hooter is the last like faction for the game right now, and the last one is like some garbage lolly with magic gauntlets or something. It looks pretty terrible looking character, but that's the last character for now, so I guess they're trying to just draw things out. They even mentioned that on the developers actually do a stream every Tuesday, and they talk about the updates for all the games they service, and that was one of the things they mentioned, is that there weren't really many characters left to add. So we're looking at a minimum of about 2.5 months before Bai is playable. I'm actually interested in playing her, but we'll have to wait, unfortunately. Alright, so that's the gist of what they added. To transcend your Nitocris amplifier, or receiver, whatever it's called, yeah, amplifier, you will need Nitocris shards, and you get those from Contamination Hell Reverse, Overflowed Reverse. So the first 3 levels don't require it, but once you get to level 4, it does require them. So it's quite a bit of a grind, especially since it's not always reverse and things like that. So you'll definitely want to farm up or buy some transcendental elixirs once you get to that point. And mine is only level 3 at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my dailies on Harpy. I'll do a little bit of J gameplay, and I'll attempt to get him a plus 14 on a fodder weapon. Even though I have the money to make a legitimate attempt at a plus 14 on my regular one, given how bad my luck's been, I think it's not the best idea. I also spent 2 hours today trying and failing to play the Tales mobile game and getting nowhere, so I think it's better to maintain my stress levels, not play anything that's going to piss me off. Like I said, I have not received the newsletter yet, so I'll definitely get those codes to you guys when possible. Probably be a few more days. Usually around this time is when they give us the partner newsletters. Oh wow, I'm playing like shit. Oh well. I'm not sure what the native player, like the Korean opinion is of the raids and stuff they're promising. I think it sounds like a good idea. And, you know, the raids in this are pretty stress-free, but if they're going to be like DFO raids where people are super elitist and stuff and it takes way too long to clear, then that's not something I'm interested in particularly. But there's also the issue of the optimization. This game has, like I said, pretty terrible optimization in general. I don't really think the engine can handle it in its current state, and they need to put some thought into that. Like, I should not have any problems running this game at all, but I see people... I actually just did my Purification Hell for the day with another NMAS Entertainment partner, and even his game was lagging too, so I'm not sure what to expect. Korean games in general, especially KMMOs, which is basically all they make now, have really bad optimization in general. I will say, you know, you can spend thousands on this game if you want to, but it's nice how they have packages with like guaranteed things in them that are in high demand that you can sell and get money that way. I definitely like that approach to microtransactions in these games instead of it just all being loot boxes, where you have such a low chance of even breaking even, let alone making a noticeable profit. Well, you know, I don't really spend a lot on this game, but this month was kind of an exception because I was like flat broke in this game and I had all that ad revenue I wasn't going to put towards anything constructive. I probably would have went out with friends for a pizza or something. I don't really think that's the kind of thing I need to be doing right now, so better choice overall. Someone just got a plus 15 over there. It said on the activity feed, so we're going to try for a plus 14 once I finish this next run. They also announced they're going to be merging the servers, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, that usually tends to mean the end of an MMO, but I mean, the same thing happened to DFO. If you remember when DFO relaunched under Neopol, they had a US West and a US East server, and they ended up merging them all. And basically what happened with that game was the day it launched, obviously there were a lot of people playing, probably the most concurrent users they've ever had since they relaunched. And I think it was the East server was screwed up and you couldn't create a character over there, and there was no server transfer. So basically everybody was on the West server and the population just never really recovered on the East server. A lot of people just remade their characters on the West server. Like the auction house was dead and stuff like that. Apparently that's what happened to this game as well. Like on the European server, it's like a ghost town. You can't buy anything from the auction house or anything. And people are already complaining about the PvP being laggy, you know, kind of like how we get laggy matches, you know, with international people. No matter where you live, you know. You live in Europe, you know, the game gives you people from California, where I'm from, and it's laggy, and vice versa and stuff like that. But the PvP is basically an afterthought in this game anyway. No one really takes it seriously, so I think it'll be good for the population overall. Anyway, that concludes my dailies for now, so I'm going to make an attempt at trying to tier 5 my last purification module. So go ahead and craft the stone. Alright, so let me buy 2 elixirs. And I'll buy some EB2s for J. Now that I have this new strategy for figuring this out, I think this will actually be okay. Just gotta get lucky, basically. Buy some more gear booster fuels. Alright, shopping's done. Alright, take this off. I'm going to make 2 attempts here. I'm not going to actually destroy the stone itself because it'll take me a while to get another one. Alright, attempt 1. Nope. Last attempt. This is already off to a great start. Nope. Alright, maybe Jay will have better luck today. So, let's go put the stuff in the storage. Transfer here some money. Alright. Maybe the RNG gods will pity me today after fighting with that damn Tails phone game for 2 hours. I'd like something to work out today. I have my doubts, given how cursed my J has been. But try it anyway. Alright, so as you can see here, I have a bunch of these saved up. So if they blow up, it's no major issue. Alright, so I'm going to use a -1 just in case there's a chance that it goes to +14. So basically when you use a -1 and an enhancement boost 2, I think 99.9% of the time it's just going to go down to +10 where it's safe to try to get up to +13 again. However, there is a chance that it can have a great success as well, so it's better overall to do that. Yeah, see, like I said. Alright. Oh, this game, man, it just does not want to throw me a bone. So cruel sometimes, it just doesn't give you what you want. Yeah, contaminated, even better. Even better. I only have his cores only at tier 3, so in the event that it actually did decide to be nice to me and give me a +14, it actually would not be that big of a power decrease. And I actually have enough money on Harpy to easily just buy drivers and get the slots back that I need, so that wouldn't be an issue. It's just getting it to +14 in the first place is the problem. Yeah, see, and it's gonna troll me with the +11s. Alright, for the sake of entertainment, I know you guys like when I get terrible RNG. I do think it's pretty funny myself, too. I'm going to make 10 more attempts, provided that there are some cheap EB2s up. I think that's a good stopping point, so let's check. Oh yeah, there's a bunch dirt cheap right now. Alright. My J is cursed. We're gonna make one more last-ditch effort to uncurse him. I can't believe how much money I've spent on that character. I've had much better luck with Harpy in general, the RNG components of this game. Alright, so buy this person out. This one. Put this back up really quick. That'll put me right back at the gold cap, regardless of what happens now. So, that's a good thing. Oh, I actually have 13 tries. Let me get him a couple dioxin cleaners too, because I know inevitably it's going to troll me in that way too. Buy 2 of those. Watch that not even be enough. It's probably going to get contaminated like twice, 3 times. Alright, time. I have 13 attempts for the game to decide I'm worthy of having some good RNG for a change. Okay, so it is at plus 11 now, so I'm going to use a -1 and then an EB2. Nothing, as expected. I wonder how many people have actually gotten a plus 14 off that. I'm genuinely curious. Alright, back down to plus 9. Let me save money by using the fuel catalyst thing. Back down to plus 0. Thanks, game. I actually have like almost all the achievements for failing enhancements on him because of how brutal this RNG's been. Plus 9 again. There we go. Oh, man. Another troll plus 11. Game is being real ass right now. Be nice to me, please. Nope. I told you this was going to happen. Let me turn on the sound effects. Maybe that'll work. Yet again, it did the same thing. Alright, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to use a plus 10 booster Save time. I'm not exactly strapped for cash right now. I'm pretty much at the gold cap. Just to finish this up. There's only so much bad RNG you can watch before it starts to contaminate the people who watch your videos. And I think I'm well past that point. Alright, 3 more tries. Another troll plus 11. That's like the 5th one now. Alright, last attempt. Alright, well, that was business as usual. Alright, I'll go one more time. I have enough money on him. Alright, this is the end here. Alright, that's a fitting place to end it. Anyway, hope you liked my bad RNG. Lots of exciting things happening to the game, but unfortunately Buy is not going to release until April, so I'll probably be working on J soon. I think by the end of the week I actually should be able to finish Harpy's compound trinkets, so J will be my next focus. I have all this money to work on him. I have 3 fortifiers as well, so hopefully I'll get lucky soon. But that's going to end things for today. Hopefully tomorrow will be better RNG in general. Thanks for watching. Peace.